Dolphus Teart, who is the Executive Director of S.A.F E, and S.A.F E stands for Supporting Autism and Families Everywhere. Thank you for being here with us tonight.
How you doing, Lisa? Thanks for having me back. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Always a pleasure to have you here. You always bring us wonderful information on what S.A.F E is doing and other organizations as well, and very active in both the Wilkes-Barre and Hazleton areas. So you're here tonight to talk about a special event, but before we get into that, for anyone out there who may not be familiar with S.A.F E itself, tell them what that organization is, and I understand you just told me it's been around for 18 years already.
Yes, we've been around for 18 years. We're a 501c3 nonprofit group, and we've been providing support for families with autism for 18 years. I've been with the group over 16 years, did a lot of volunteering, and I just moved into the director position a few months ago.
Wow, that's wonderful. I remember interviewing you several years ago or what. Your son was diagnosed with autism, and you were very involved then, so very pleased to see that you're heading the organization, because you were always very active and very involved in that.
It's a nice compliment.
The organization itself has been holding meetings in Wilkes-Barre for many years, but recently added Hazleton as well.
Yes.
So for anyone who maybe has a family member, friend, or maybe thinks they have someone that might have autism, there are support group meetings that they can go to. So tell us where they are and when they are.
Okay, the support group meeting in Hazleton is every fourth Wednesday and every fourth Tuesday up in the Wilkes-Barre area. And anybody is more than welcome to attend. We have extended into Hazleton within the last year and a half, and we've implemented a lot of the services that we have in Wilkes-Barre as well, and we know how the area is so much underserved and the awareness is not there. So we're really answering the cries of the parents, you know, and the concerns that we heard, that services that they need in this area and more awareness, and we're just happy to be part of that.
Well, it's not just meetings and special events, because you have many wonderful programs that are offered for children with autism. Tell us about some of the special things that are available for someone who may not know that these wonderful services are out there.
Okay, if you want to talk about S.A.F E and what they do on a regular basis, we give out a monthly
You might know a little bit about that, huh?
Yeah, a little bit about that. We have a monthly newsletter, sometimes a bi-monthly newsletter with all the events, not only what S.A.F E does, but any autism entity. We want the parents to have as much information as possible and have their own choices, you know, of what they can or will not do. We also have two socialization groups, two different age groups. One's the PALS group, the younger kids from 5 to 12, where we do some things out in the community and get them better adapted, you know, socially. And we also have a teen club, ages 13 up to 18 or 19, and they do some of the same things, but maybe a little bit more advanced. But one thing for sure, no matter where our kids are on the spectrum or the age of them, they all could use some socialization. So those are like some very valuable programs.
Absolutely.
We also provide, some of our kids are actually getting individual music instructions, and they're learning how to play instruments. And we as parents, we had no doubt that, you know, some of our kids can do that, and all the kids can't make it, and we plan on taking the next step, which is for those kids that are not ready, that are not totally ready for the individualized instructions, to receive some music therapy. So that's a new program that we're going to start, and we hope that we'll be able to boost some of those younger kids where they're able to make that next step up to get them individualized instructions.
Well, I want to tell everybody the real reason you came here, not only talk about all the many wonderful programs, but a special event is taking place in our area next Saturday, September 28th, at the Hazleton Area High School track.
Yes.
Tell us what that is.
That is the S.A.F E Autism Walk Resource Fair. What we intend to do is to heighten the awareness in the community. We're going to have special need providers that'll be down here. We will have a wealth of resources and information for the families. We are aware that people are not as informed as they should be, so we ask everybody to come out and show their support for autism. If you know somebody, it's a free walk. All you have to do is just come and sign up and walk, show your support.
All right, well, that's easy enough to do. So anybody maybe who wasn't familiar with S.A.F.E. can come out, get some valuable information,
Oh,
find
yes,
out about all
yes.
the events that take place, the programs that are available. What number would they call, and what is your website if they want more information on any of the things you talked about tonight?
Okay, our website is www.autismsafe.org,
Okay.
and our phone number is 570-822-7259.
All right, so many wonderful things taking place, many programs, special events, the meetings each month in Wilkes-Barre and Hazleton at the YMCA,
Right.
and also the big walk
Right,
next
and
week.
what I didn't say about the walk is we're going to have a lot of kid-friendly activities too, you know,
that's
moon
important.
bounce, and we want to make it fun and enjoyable for the kids, because if you're living with autism, as long as your kid is having fun, you're having some enjoyment yourself. So.
All right, well, listen, thank you very much for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. We hope you have a lot of people that come out next
Yes.
Saturday to support it.
Yes.
And if you need any information dealing with autism, this is the gentleman in the organization to get involved with.
Go Hazleton. We love you.
All right. Dolphus Teart, the Executive Director of S.A.F.E. Thank you very
Lisa.
much.
Thank you.
Our pleasure.
All right.
When we come back, Beth is in with sports. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.